Hi and welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of my general reading for my very close friend. We are checking what is coming in for her from now until the end of the year. So basically within the next 2 months. But I did hear from Spirit that I was not supposed to make this time specific. I was not supposed to split it in two, as in November versus December. Because I'm hearing that Spirit wants some of this to come as a surprise and to come as something that's not expected. So we did see here in part 1 that basically the Tower card was there. And the Tower card speaks about things that we don't expect. Things that come suddenly, things that may come as a bit of a shock, but not necessarily in a bad way. So basically, I'm just going to summarize what I'm seeing here because I do want to get more clarity. I'm seeing here that at the moment, you're dealing with a lot of different thoughts in your head. You're dealing with overthinking. You're dealing with some frustration, some indecision, some impatience. And we've seen it with many different cards here, but we mostly see it with the Nine of Swords in reverse. So whatever is causing you to worry or to be anxious, it will definitely dissipate within the next 2 months. We also see here that the Seven of Cups speaks about someone who's very overwhelmed with a lot of different things going on around them. There is a love connection coming in here, definitely, with that Two of Cups. It's in reverse, not in a negative sense, because remember, you're not involved yet, all right? When this card shows up in reverse and the person is already in a relationship, then usually it means something bad or something more negative. It could mean, for instance, that the relationship is wonky, that things are off, that things are not going well, or that the relationship is actually on the verge of breaking up. But that is not what it means, seeing as my friend is not involved as such. She believes that there is a soul connection. I believe it too. That there is a soul connection at play here, and we see it with the Devil card as well. The devil is not always bad or negative. The devil talks about soul ties, soul contracts, karmic connections, feeling bound to someone or something. I'm hearing responsibility. I'm hearing that a person you're dealing with at the moment is battling with prioritizing, and they perhaps feel like they have a certain role to play as a public figure, or they have a certain responsibility or like an image to uphold, and they feel like at the moment there's no space for other things in their life because they feel bound to their role. They feel bound to their role as whatever profession they have. In this case, we both know what profession this person has, but there is definitely a love connection coming in for you. I don't want to get ahead of myself here. All right, the Ten of Pentacles reversed. That is interesting. It deals with more than 2 generations being in one house, 2 or more generations being under one roof. When I'm clarifying this card, I want to see if it speaks about that or if it's just referring to something of value, something to do with money and connections. We will see, but what I'm seeing here is very important, the next few cards, okay? So in the following order, I see that within the next 2 months, someone, most likely you or someone you've been dealing with, will reach a point where they won't be able to resist something or someone any longer. Alright, because when this card is in the upright, it speaks about resistance. It speaks about blocking something, being in denial about something or someone. But when it's in reverse, it's like acceptance. It is coming to terms with something and dealing with something. With the Knight of Wands, there's definitely a passionate message coming in. When I say passionate, don't think along the lines of sexual or steamy or lustful, anything like that. Wands are all about passion, but they're all about action too. So someone will start taking action towards you. When I say passion, it could just mean that they feel passionate towards you, or they sense your passion towards them. Because the funny thing is, after this card you have the Tower, which is telling me that when this person starts taking action towards you, it will lead to a Tower moment. It will lead to something unexpected. It will come as a complete surprise to you. It will completely shake the foundations of your life, but not in a negative sense. Not in a negative sense. You have the Hermit reversed with the Four of Swords. So, the fact that these two cards come after those two cards is telling me that perhaps, alright, you have to keep in mind that none of this has happened yet. Alright, it is what is to come. Everything can still change, obviously. But what I'm hearing is these two cards we just saw, the Tower, the Knight of Wands, it depends on this. Someone has done the inner work. Someone has done inner healing. Someone has made peace with certain things. I feel like this is more talking about you right now. I feel like you've really dealt with toxic people. See? You've cut off toxic people. You've cut toxic people out of your life. Or you've made peace with whatever people did to you that was hurtful in the past. We both know that it is a father figure that I'm referring to here. And this person caused you a lot of hurt and pain and heartache and disappointment. That person is the reason why things have not worked out. Because of you having a false idea of love and what love exactly entails. So this is telling me that basically we need patience, we need to go inward, we need to work through our shadow aspects, and then we also need to take time out to rest and surrender something to the universe. Because you're coming out of a place of sorrow. That King of Pentacles is definitely there. He's there. But he's not in your life in the way you want him to be yet. With Judgment reversed, there's definitely a rebirth or a renewal coming. It's like an awakening of sorts. Because this person's feelings will become clear. I'm definitely going to get more information in part 3 and 4. And we will see what all this is referring to. I have to tell you at the bottom of the deck right now we have the Magician. So definitely there's something that you have been manifesting for yourself. With the Moon, right now it is still hidden. It is not revealed yet. Someone is not revealing something yet. Alright, that is all for now. We are going to clarify these cards in part 3. Stay tuned.